Friendslop is Gen Z's answer to the inconvenience of community. And love it or hate it, it's here to stay. People have always loved multiplayer games, but it's undeniable that Friendslop has been growing like never before. And I find this kind of ironic, especially as researchers have shown that Gen Z is some of the loneliest people out there. So how does that make sense? A generation drowning in these multiplayer games, but struggling to find real connection. My theory is that these social games and social loneliness don't actually contradict each other, but mutually feed off one another. If you have a life, then the term Friendslop may sound completely foreign to you, but I'll catch you up. Friendslop is a game genre that has been rapidly rising in popularity. Games like Repo, Peak, and Phasmophobia are some of the biggest titles in this mainstream zeitgeist. The central pillar of these Friendslop games is that the person needs friends, meaning other people who have paid money to buy the game, to have a good time. Otherwise, playing these games by yourself can kind of just feel sad and depressing. That's just a personal opinion though, not judging.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
Now, what about this era of gaming makes Friendslop such a profitable market, especially for indie developers? Some may say that this genre of gaming falls under the recession indicator category. The games can usually be purchased for $10 and under and made by a small indie team with a tight budget, utilizing repetitive gameplay loops and cartoonish graphics. In a world where going out to get coffee with your friends is seen and sold as a luxury experience, many people can agree that shelling out the $8 for endless hours of fun with their friends is the more affordable option. But we need to take a second to think about what we lose by doing this. This may sound a bit personal, but the community I surround myself with is just a lot of introverted gamers. Nothing wrong with that, I'm one of them. I've had nights where no matter how much fun I have playing with my friends, like the second those screens turn off and we're done, I almost have a hard time knowing what to say to them. And this feeling can be heightened by the distance of online relationships through platforms like Discord. It's not that these relationships don't have any value. I'm not saying that at all, and I don't think that they cannot be meaningful, but I do think that there's something so refreshing about being in a room with someone and even just like breathing the same air as another person and being able to look into their eyes and knowing that you're being seen back. It's really about seeing and being seen in a more personal way. I'm not saying that playing games with your friends is bad. I do it literally all of the time. But am I the only one craving more? Think about it. It is so much easier to just message your friend and say hop on and just play for countless hours than it is to set up a meeting time, find a location, get ready, go, have to make eye contact and have to fill in the weird lulls of awkward conversation. And then don't get me started on trying to actually get myself out of there and signal to them that I'm ready to go home. It's all just inconvenient, and it's so much easier just to do it all through our phones, all through our computers. I know I'm not the only one that feels this way, but I could be playing games with others and I could be the funniest person in the room. I can be extroverted and outgoing and speak my mind and just feel so free. But the second that I'm out of those lobbies and I'm with normal real people, I feel so... I'm trying to think of a good word for it. I feel so secluded, and I almost wish that other people could see that version of me instead of the one standing in front of them, because that version is so much more comfortable. It feels really paradoxical and confusing. My current thought process for why this happened to me is that comfort provided never really helped me out, but actually hindered me by reaffirming the boundaries that I've already had. I'm not saying that Friendslop has caused all my problems, right? But I do wish that I guess we had more of a balance. I wish that when I was with my friends, the first thing is, do you guys want to hop on? I wish it wasn't that. I wish it was something like, let's go out to eat, let's play a board game or something. Because just growing up now feels so lonely. Overall, I don't think that there's anything wrong with enjoying these games. I play them probably every single day for an absurd amount of time, and it can be a great way to connect with people and socialize. There's nothing wrong with that. However, the problem comes when we cast away the potential found in awkward silence and the unpredictabilities of real life. I feel like in that, our friendships almost just become duller and less personal. Friendslop works because it gives us the simulated feeling of the chaos, banter, and adventure without having to actually be there. It's all set up for us, and all we have to do is walk down the path paved by someone else. It's friendship and community with the difficulty turned down. No awkward silence, no eye contact, just following the path. And that's why it's not fixing the loneliness epidemic, but just cushioning the blow. I hope I gave you something to think about. This isn't me dogging on Friendslop games. I love them just as much as the next person. But I do think that it's important that we think about some of these things before it's too late. Thank you for watching, and before you click off this video, make sure that you just message that one friend. No strings attached, no agenda, and just check up on them. Bye.